Stay tuned for your weekly news review on STVS.
Hello everyone, I'm Michael Ricketts and welcome to your news review. We begin our review on last week. Small business owners can soon request a loan without a collateral. This is possible with the new draft bill on how to create and maintain a registry for movable property which serves as collateral for a loan. On Thursday, September the 5th, an interim report was held with Alan Welsh, who together with the Competitiveness Unit Suriname prepares the draft bill to be approved by the Parliament. Various agencies who attended the presentation welcomed the bill. They're anxiously waiting for the implementation of the bill. President of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Henk Narendorp, knows that loans are not granted without a collateral. With this new method, the access to capital increases. A starting entrepreneur now has the possibility to use other kind of collateral than movable property or fixed assets. And also, the town of Alliance in the district of Kommerwijne has since September the 3rd this year a new registry office. Now the population can do their registry affairs in their hometown. The staff that worked for years in the old building is relieved because the historic building was due for renovation. Edmund Leiles, Minister of Home Affairs, who formally put the building into use, said that the ministry has spent a long time to further improve the service to the local people. In towns and districts, modern standard offices will be set up. The Alliance office was, according to Minister Leiles, not attended as a registry office, but more as a help desk to obtain birth or death certificates and other registry documents. The building, where the office was housed for a long time, is in a deplorable state, and that's why it was necessary to set up a new office. People from Alliance, Constantia, Nieuwmeerzorg, Rijnsdorp, Tapuripa and Welgevallen can make use of this modern office. And 26 candidate bailiffs who completed the bailiff course successfully are awaiting their swearing in by President Desiree Bouterse. They received their certificates from the Minister of Justice and Police, Edward Belfort. In the court building at the Grote Kombeweg, the certificate ceremony took place. For a month, they received some tools on the task and powers of a bailiff. Through place, the fresh bailiffs proved on Friday, September the 5th, that they've understood the bailiff training. The message of the place was how a bailiff should approach a litigant. One of the reasons of the short course was to improve the quality of the bailiffship in Suriname. It is also the intention to raise the shortage of bailiffs. Iwan Rasulbaks, acting president of the court, asked the candidates to apply in practice what they've presented in the place. Of the 26 candidate bailiffs, just 14 are really needed. Minister Belfort will look at how to facilitate all 26 of them. The shortened bailiff course is an idea of the late Justice Fred Veldema. Our country now has 21 bailiffs. The habitat of the Saramakaners is recorded in a 3D map. Over 14 villages along the Suriname River have worked on the creation of the map. Those who participated in the making of the map received a certificate for all the hard work. Young and old have worked on the 3D map. It's a map of the territory of the Saramakaners. From this map, a lot of information can be retrieved that even the captain of Yo-Yo, Erwin Fonkel, did not know. Making this map offers an added value as the government may use the map to implement its policy. It is remarkable that the areas where gold is mined are also included in the map by the locals. The Tropenbos International Suriname launched this project to monitor land use and the ecosystem of the villages in the upper Suriname River. Assistance was given by the WWF Guyanas and the CTA, whereby a cooperation agreement with the Association of the Saramaccan authorities and the villages was signed. The 3D map is now in the hands of the people of the village of Yau Yau. The possibility to digitalize the map will be looked at and to further expand it with other villages of the upper Suriname. More and more tourists are becoming interested in the Paramaribo Sunday Flair. This street market is already being held for the 5th time in the Dominiestraat between the Jodenbree and the Steebakkerijstraat. Annie Sinhagel, co-organizer of the Paramaribo Sunday Flair, feels that the turnout could be better, although she is not dissatisfied with the number of visitors on the 5th edition of the event. The Paramaribo Sunday Flair is in the first place intended for tourists, but still, it does not work as desired. With the various products ranging from craft to culinary, the decorated Sunday Flair gives tourists a nicer picture of the normal Surinamese market. Besides for the selling of goods, the market was set up because the city center barely provides some atmosphere on Sundays. Sinhagel underlines that the Sunday Flair is not only for tourists, but for anyone who needs to relax. The organization is aware that the Paramaribo Sunday Flair can be even better. According to Sinhagel, the latest Sunday Flair was well supported by the Brazilian community in Suriname. Sinhagel says that the Paramaribo Sunday Flair will always be made attractive in order to attract more visitors. Minister of Justice and Police, Edward Belfort, leaves the appointment of a new Attorney General to the government. Attorney General Supwas Punwasi goes on leave in December, followed by retirement. After about 9 years having served as Attorney General with the prosecution, he will retire in 2015. He will go on leave on December the 4th this year, and in September 2015, he will officially retire. The appointment of a new AG is the prerogative of the head of state, says Minister Belfort. Punwasi was installed in 2005 as Attorney General after serving for 5 years as acting AG. It is not yet known who his successor will be. And on Monday, September the 8th, the Ministry of Home Affairs comments with the cleaning up of the voter list. Individuals in all 10 districts have a month to check their data. The Central Bureau of Civil Affairs, CBB, has some mobile units established in Paramaribo and surroundings. At these units, people can check their data. With this operation, the ministry hopes to prevent that data of persons are not in order. Not only at the mobile units, but also at all CBB offices, data can be checked no matter where you're registered. Employees of the CBB say that the first day has gone smoothly. The citizens have responded to the call of the ministry, which resulted in a good start to the project. Citizens who until September the 1st, 2014 have reached the age of 16 years and who have the Surinamese nationality can check their data. The CBB offices are open from 8 o'clock in the morning until 6 o'clock in the evening. The data check may last until October 8. The government can also help with the switching over to solar power by removing the import tariffs on solar panels and accessories. So says Orlando Omberg, director of Googleplex Technologies SAC. According to Omberg, more and more Surinamese show interest in solar panel systems for their home or offices. This system could reduce the pressure on the energy company Suriname EBS for the supply of electric power significantly. Omberg believes that the government can bring the price down so normal households can also make use of solar energy. He mentioned countries in the region as an example, where the government subsidizes part of the import price. Whether the Surinamese government will follow this example is not yet known, although President Bouterse has mentioned solar energy as one of the alternatives to solve the energy issue. President Bouterse has cited earlier that solar energy is considered as alternative energy in tackling the energy issue. After worrying reports about the spread of the deadly Ebola virus, top health authorities in Suriname came together on Monday, September 9, for an emergency meeting. At the heart of this meeting, which was held at the cabinet of the president, was the setting up of a quarantine center. The quarantine is intended to isolate and investigate infected persons or persons with suspected cases of Ebola, in particular persons who entered the country. This does not yet happen. Experts from the Bureau for Public Health, BOG, the National Coordinating Center for Disaster Prevention, NCCR, and the National Security Office of the Cabinet of the President have examined an emergency preparedness plan to keep the Ebola virus outside Suriname. Hospitals and clinics in Suriname are not equipped to treat Ebola patients. It is important that healthcare is prepared for cases of Ebola. Deputy Director of BOG, Maureen Wijngaarden van Dijk, says that the BOG has started with the preparations for an adequate shelter a while ago. But these preparations are proceeding very slowly. She stresses the importance of a dynamic approach because new travelers arrive in Suriname daily. The hotline number of the BOG to report cases of Ebola is 88-366-43. Once again, 88-366-43. So far, there has been no case of Ebola reported in Suriname, and health authorities are doing everything possible to keep it that way. Adjustment of the electricity rates of the Suri Energy Company, EBS, is a deliberate choice by the government. And the long-standing energy problem in the country also needs a structural solution. The head of state informed the press on Tuesday, September 9, about this in a press conference at his cabinet. The head of state says that the control mechanisms will be set up to ensure that society does not bear the brunt of the measures. Prior to the press conference, the president had a tripartite consultation. At this meeting, the imminent adjustment of the electricity rates was discussed. And that concludes our news review for this week. I am Michael Ricketts, and thank you for watching.
Stay tuned for your weekly news review on STVS.